body. Grinding from the bottom. Blood on my hands, ain't no dirt on my body. Whip big body. Block, it'll be a real big problem. Whole lot of prize. That's something you don't know nothing about it. Still that way. You ain't built that way. I been more in pain. Way to broad day. Really short fuse. Had a long day. Body like wow. Like. Wait. You know I'm an east side, big TDs, type of whole rep. That. Top dog, since top ramen now, steak and lobster with a shrimp. Big. Put a ribbon on it, get you give. Rep. Bet that. Real never switch that. Came a long way. Came a long way. Came a long way. Came a long way. Been a long way. Real long way. And it's still that way. Still that way. Still that way. Still broad day. Live that way. Drill that way. Came a long way. Real long way. Been a long way. Real long way.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight we close out Week 7 together with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Jake Moody now for the point after.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Into the hands of the rookie Jordan Addison.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is caught by Addison. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Under pressure, they got him again. Javon Hargrave in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Back to throw. McCarthy. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Purdy now to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Back to throw, Purdy. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, 1st quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. This is taken at about the 14. 56 yards the punt that time. 12 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. His throw incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Niners' 39-yard line.
Off the play fake. McCarthy. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And the 49ers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Purdy looking to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Now Purdy. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
1st down, San Francisco.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
78 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing here, Purdy. And that will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to take over here up near the 40. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action, now Purdy. This is caught. Touchdown. Brandon Ayuk on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Moody good with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The 17-yard line.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Vikings, nothing.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Back to throw. McCarthy flushed out right. And he'll be out right at the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll try the right side with Jones.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
To throw on 3rd down, McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Open man is Juwan Jennings.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was really a disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Quickly to Addison here. Down the sideline he goes. How about this? Racing to the end zone.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Jordan Addison, 81 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now, we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That play blown up on a really nice effort by Jerry Tillery.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Purdy.
Complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Here's Purdy. The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Purdy completes this one here to McCaffrey.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Back to throw. Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Vikings.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
This 2nd and 4.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. On 1st and 10, McCarthy. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. McCarthy.
Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
66 yards.
And the Vikings get a bit closer.
The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led. There he goes, left side. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
On 1st down, it's Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Purdy. Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
And Debo going to have a Niners 1st down as he'll take this down to the 22-yard line. Purdy now to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, 49ers. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Moody good with the extra point.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown!
Justin Jefferson
With his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year.
And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that load in the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll find Jones again, complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On third down, McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Jones is in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Now for the point after. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Passing's more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaac Yedem picks it. And the 49ers will take over possession here up at the 44. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Purdy now on 2nd down.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
And he will have a Niners 1st down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for San Francisco, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to get back